Hello, good afternoon, beautiful souls. Welcome to Inner Knowing Messages Tarot. My name is Rhiannon, and if you found this reading today, perhaps there is something here that you are meant to hear today. This is a timeless collective reading, so whenever this message finds you, it is the right time for you to receive it. Today, we're going to ask the cards, what is shifting in your life? And what are you leaving behind? And most importantly, what your inner knowing has already been trying to tell you. As always, this is a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave behind anything that doesn't matter or resonate with you today. Now, are you ready? Sit comfortably. Take a slow, deep breath in. Breathe in and hold. Count to 3 and release. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Welcome everyone. Oops, a daisy. I've knocked that card, but I'll take that anyway. I will go through those cards as well. One more tarot. Let's go with that one. Right. So due to the energy changing from the eclipse and everything that we've been having, I've definitely been feeling there's a change in the air. So I wanted to jump on today and do a reading for the collective and see what the cards have to say. Oops. Okay, these are the Angel Oracle number cards. Oh, there we go. Right then, let's see, guys. So we've got 4 tarot cards to start with. And we have decision. Interesting. So this is the 2 of Swords. This card is about maybe feeling you're a bit stuck right now. You're not sure what to do, where to go, which decision to make, what option to choose from. Maybe you're looking at universities, which one to apply for because your results are now in, or college, or maybe looking to relocate or take up a job offer. But you've got a lot going on, and it's quite a difficult decision because it's so important to you, as it is with any decision that you make. And you're finding it a little bit stressful. Maybe you're feeling a bit stuck. You're not sure. You're not certain. You're trying to face your fears at the same time, which in itself is quite a scary thing to do. So you're feeling a little bit torn right now, and it can also be between 2 relationships. It might be the fact that you're really trying to find your feet and feel what resonates mostly with you, and it can be feeling like a divided loyalty. And sometimes that may happen, especially when you've got a big decision to make, because it might mean that you have to leave your family behind. You might have to move abroad or move to a different state or country, different authority or something. It could also be the fact that maybe you want to really, really do the best and be happy and make your family happy with what they want for you, but ultimately your heart and your gut feeling, your inner knowing is telling you, no, actually that's not right for me. I want to do this and not that. They want you to become a lawyer and yet you want to become an artist or something. It can be completely different paths, and ultimately you do need to follow your heart and your gut feeling. Then you could be also as well looking at your money and your finances, because we've got the 4 Pentacles here. And this is all about you holding on so tightly to the money that you have, because you're finding it a little bit of a scarcity sort of time in your life at the moment where money is tight and you're trying to pay for everything at the same time. The bills are coming in as they always do. There's only so much money in the pot, and it's got to stretch. It's got to last you for whether it's a week, a fortnight, a month, maybe longer. But maybe you've been hanging out for something and something hasn't come in yet, where you think you're going to be either getting a better job offer, or somebody's promised you they owe you money and they're going to pay you back, and now you're actually on the bare bones of everything that you've got. And believe me, I've been there so many times. It's really, really hard. It can drain you because you don't want to think about it, but it's difficult because you know that your bills have to come first before anything else. This can also be the fact that you're just sort of, you're a little bit sort of, what's the word I want to put? Not stagnant, but because of this limited amount of funds, you're feeling stuck. So you are kind of stagnant. You can't really move forward yet because until something that changes relating to your finance, you feel that this is it. This is where you are right now. But what I can tell you is you do have the Queen of Cups here. Now, the Queen of Cups energy is all about someone who's emotionally mature. They're very big about their security. They're quite loving and warm. There is a sensitivity to them as well. And they're very kind and happy. They have a great intuition. They can be a little bit romantic as well. They're very loyal and faithful as a person. So if this is not you, it's about the person you're around or you need to be around, because those are the type of people that are going to make you feel warm, welcome, and at home. It's not about trying to pretend to be something that you're not. It's about being the true self, the true person that you are. And this can also be that you're faithful. You can be also a little bit of a daydreamer because you really want more in life. You're not wanting to stick around and be stuck forever and a day. You want more out of life. Money isn't everything, but you understand that money, it gives you options. It helps to pay for that roof over your head. It helps you to feed yourself and put food on the table. That money can go in so many different ways. Of course, there are a lot more people these days now that are trying to go off grid, which is fantastic. And, they're growing their own vegetables, produce, whatever. And that's fantastic. But unfortunately, in some places where you don't have that option, where you can't afford an allotment or you don't have a garden, or maybe physically you're not able to go and do that sort of work because of your disability, or maybe you live in a council flat or whatever, a tower block or something. Maybe you're not able to have an outdoor space, and so that's where it becomes a little frustrating because you want more out of life. Growing your own produce would be so much better for you, be healthier for you. There'd be no pesticides and all that stuff that gets sprayed in the air and so forth. So you really want to be a provider. You really want to be providing not just for yourself but to help others. And this person can also have a bit of a psychic streak as well. So you might find you're becoming more and more in tune as time goes on. You could be opening up more. You could be feeling more spiritual. You could be feeling a little more in tune with things. Maybe you're sensing things more. It's becoming more stronger in yourself. Maybe there's been things happening in your home or work environment where you think, that's a bit odd. Did I just see something at the corner of my eye? Or am I just making this up in my head? Or maybe I'm just imagining it. And you're sort of second guessing yourself. But at the same time, you're thinking, well, hold on a minute now, that doesn't make sense, and I've been there so many times. I always think, oh, Rhiannon, don't be silly, it's just nothing. It's probably a fly going past, or something flying past you in the air, kind of like a fly. But then, like, as I got older, I started understanding what things were when I was seeing them. Like, I can literally see orbs in front of me. I don't have to see on TV or camera. There are times where I can literally see a flash of light go past me. I will feel things, I will smell things, I sometimes hear things. Hence why I call this channel about inner knowing, because I generally have this intuitive inner knowing in different elements. And I feel that this is something that maybe you might be picking up on, or wanting to pick up on, or have an interest in, or that you're around somebody who has this, whether it's some form of clairvoyancy or clairsentience or whatever it is that people want to call it these days. But yeah, I feel like there's more to you. You're opening up, though, whatever it is, you're opening up. And I think you're also looking at things in a different light. It's almost like the hang person is coming in here, where you're looking at things after stepping back for a while. And you're trying to sort of see the other side of things. You're trying to work things out, but also having a rational side to it. You realize that you can't just jump into things straight away. You've got to sort of step back and really, go through things strategically, maybe. So I feel like there's a lot of that going on around you if it's not yourself, or it could be yourself and others, maybe. And here we go. So we have here as well, So we have the wands card, and with the wands here we have the five of wands, and this is about the conflict. And I think this is more about the conflict, more so to do not just people in persons in front of you, or work colleagues, or a political something or other that you don't agree with. You could be battling against the local authorities. You could be battling against something that a rule has now been put into place and it's affected you in a way that you never saw coming, and now you're thinking, oh my god, how the hell am I going to get out of this? It's just, it's really knocked you for six. But it can also mean as well that maybe there's more of a mental anguish, a mental conflict in your brain, like in your mind, that you can't switch off. There's like 101 things racing around in your mind right now. And the thing with this as well is it can make you feel quite on edge. You can also feel a little aggressive, and it's like you're out of character. You're not an aggressive person. You don't mean to be an aggressive person, and it's not the right way to go. But it's because of the situation or something that's happened around you. It's making you feel really tense and on edge. And this is why you're wanting to look at things from a different angle, and considering possibly those different pathways, which is why you've got a decision to make, and why you've got the Two of Swords there. This is where I think this is all happening, and why you're really trying to, like, the best thing is like putting your pros and cons together on a piece of paper. You draw a line, you write pros at the top, and you write cons, and you write all the benefits, all the good things, the positive things, and then you write the negative things, all the things that are not good or don't go with the situation or make the thing worse or stressful. And then that helps to sort of balance out and make you understand things a bit better, maybe. But there's also, it's trying to um how do I say this? You can feel a little bit territorial. You could be feeling like, well, this is how it used to be, or this is my whatever, my space, or my home, or whatever. And now maybe all of a sudden there's like a planning permission that's been granted by the local authority around where you live, and it's going to take away the beautiful scenery that you used to look out on. Or there was these beautiful trees that were there and have been planted and have thrived for like hundreds and hundreds of years, and now it looks like they're going to be cut down or affected, or there's something in the neighborhood that's going to affect you and the surrounding areas, and it's going to bring chaos, and you don't want that. And I think that's why now you're contemplating, do I now up sticks? Do I move away to somewhere else that's peaceful and quiet and tranquil? And do I need to move somewhere that's more convenient? Is it because you need to now move closer to where your work is, or maybe your work is relocating? Maybe it's a case that you used to work in a certain location for however many years, and now because of the financial situation we're all in, with the cost of living going up and companies more struggling with the cost of everything and the wages and all the things that companies now have to pay out for. Maybe it's the case that you're now thinking, now, do I stay with that company that I've had a job for 10 plus years, or do I now look for something else? Is it a case that I go with them and relocate, or do I look for something else, because where they're relocating to is going to be another hour plus down the road, and that's going to be additional onto your travel time. It's going to cost more money in terms of travel expenses, your time, your energy. And so there's a lot there that I feel like is kind of in the air at the moment, and you're really trying to work out what is best for you. Okay. Now I have two messages here. The first one is about learning to love myself. It says, I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I'm being the light, and I allow myself to shine. Too right. Like, there's a song there, isn't there? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. That's what song it reminds me of. And then we have positive action. I focus on the beauty in me, and I find silence. I live and honor the present by doing what I can now. What I cannot change, I let go and entrust to God. Now, if you're not religious, that's completely fine, but that's for those that do believe in that. Think of it as a universe, higher power, whatever it is that resonates with you. Then the first card that came out when I was doing the shuffling is starting fresh. Now, this is what I've been feeling in the cards, the reading that I've been doing for yourself today. It's all about your encouragement, your goals, your foundations, and creative ventures. Also, it's about communication. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone. You are about to create something meaningful. All your skills and talents will bring you auspicious profits. Build up your confidence and trust in your decisions. And then the second card, again, this is all really resonating with this reading, guys. It's about new beginnings. It's 0909. I'm sorry, I didn't mention the first number on the first card with starting fresh was 1313. And then the second card is 0909, new beginnings. And it says here, great chance, opportunity, courage, accomplishment, endings, conclusions, and big love. Look out for an opportunity that might be a game changer. You are completing something major. It feels good to level up. Close the old chapter. A new adventure will unravel. So there you go, guys. I definitely feel this reading is for someone or some people today that have definitely got some big decisions to make. It's been pulling at your heartstrings. Your head has just been in the clouds. You just don't know where to go. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Do I stay put and just ride the waves? Or do I take a different option or try for something else? You know, it's a big decision and only you will know. The best guide, I will always say, like I mentioned in my readings, and hence why I call this channel Inner Knowing. It is your inner knowing. It's your gut feeling. If you think about applying for a job and you read the information about it, the description, the job title, the information about it, the job, the job spec, does it resonate with you? Do you think, oh, that sounds interesting? And does it light you up or does it make you feel excited? Or when you read that and you think, oh God, no, that's not for me. That's definitely not what I want to do. It's that feeling that you get inside you. It's the same feeling that applies to everything else. So when you question, do I go A or do I go B? Do I go left? Do I go right? Is it a feeling that you get with A or B? If you think A, then does it feel right? If it doesn't, then you know it's B. That's the way you've got to work on it as well. If you can't get specific information to give you the decision, then trust your gut feeling. There we go, guys. I hope this helps you. Thank you all for being here to the very end. Please give this video a like, and if you could kindly subscribe to the channel to help this channel grow and get this video out there to the algorithm on YouTube, I would really, really appreciate it. So thank you all, guys. I shall be back again soon with your monthly reads for September. I'll be back again soon. Take care, guys. Thank you all and stay blessed.